Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.
Jakarta, with all its splendor, is currently experiencing various future threats. One thing to worry about the most is sinking.
What happens? What happens in Indonesia if the projections are correct? That in the next 10 years they may have to move their capital because they're going to be underwater.
Yes, Jakarta could probably be sinking, mainly due to land subsidence, excessive use of groundwater, and the possibility of rising sea levels due to global warming. Various natural disasters have been allowed to occur for a long time, without any countermeasures. Until now, Jakarta is still prone to flooding, especially flash floods due to extreme rains, and floods due to high tides. Most of Jakarta is 23 meters above sea level, but some parts, especially in the north, are below sea level. This makes the potential for tidal flooding will continue to increase if not addressed. Brothers and sisters, thank God, in 2014 the government has paid serious attention to reducing this threat in the long term. The feasibility study for building an embankment in the Jakarta Bay has been carried out. This project is known as NCIC, stands for National Capital Integrative Coastal Development. Let it be easy, we will call it the Sea Wall project. With the main function of revitalizing the beach as a whole, this project was designed by architects from the Netherlands, in collaboration with the Indonesian government. There are two things to be done in this project, short-term and long-term. The short-term is to strengthen, raise, and improve the function of the existing retaining embankment. This is still going on today. The following is the latest update from the Jakarta Water Resources Service, released in the last September 2022. Another short-term work is the reclamation of the Jakarta Bay by building several artificial islands. Unfortunately, this project had been stopped by the previous governor of Jakarta, more for political rather than technical reasons. It would be wiser if the benefits and disadvantages of reclamation were studied comprehensively before making a decision. The main reason for the termination was for the benefit of fishermen. Surprisingly, some fishermen actually asked for the reclamation to be continued. For the long term, a giant sea wall and waterfront city will be built. This is truly a dream mega project. The following is an overview.
Jakarta has a large area, covering land with an area of 660 square kilometers, and water with an area of 6,900 square kilometers. The city is served by transportation networks, consisting of Jakarta intra-urban transportations, Jakarta outer ring roads, and mass rapid lines. Tidal floods are a threat to Jakarta, caused by the volume of water from upstream, land subsidence, and sea level rise. To overcome this possibility, the provincial government of Jakarta has built a coastal embankment and has prepared a giant sea wall master plan. The giant sea wall has a dual function. Apart from protecting the north coast of Jakarta, it also functions as a reservoir, providing a sustainable source of raw water, or clean water for Jakarta. The giant sea wall area accommodates a raw water reservoir with a volume of around 1 billion cubic meters to ensure the supply of raw water and drinking water for Jakarta residents until 2080. The construction of the Giant Sea Wall is integrated with the development of the city water area in the north of Jakarta. This development is based on a new paradigm to make Jakarta an international waterfront city. This new urban area of Jakarta will be connected to the toll roads and MRT networks. As the gateway to Jakarta, this area will have a modern bridge with a clearance of 100 meters from sea level and a span of 1 kilometer, so that passenger and cargo ships can pass from and to Tanjung Priok International Port. To deal with the possibility of big waves from the sea, the Giant Sea Wall embankment was built with a height of 6 meters above sea level. As a new, modern and independent city, a wastewater treatment plant was built in this area to treat the effluents from 10 land zones of Jakarta. The processed product returns to join the water in 13 rivers, which will flow into a large reservoir as Jakarta's raw water reserve. In the western part of the Giant Sea Wall, an area of approximately 1,500 hectares will be built as a center for financial services, trade services, tourism and other services on a national, regional, and international scale. This area is also equipped with an international tourist ship harbor. Meanwhile, in the eastern part of the Giant Sea Wall, a special economic zone covering an area of 1,000 hectares is being developed as a national and regional logistics center, including a deep-sea port facility. This area will be a special economic zone and will become the engine of the economy by providing opportunities for 400 to 500,000 workers. The Giant Sea Wall and Jakarta Waterfront City is new paradigm for Jakarta. Brothers and sisters, we do hope that this project will be realized in the near future, and Jakarta will be a very different city.
Thank you for watching, brothers and sisters. Stay healthy, always enjoy and be grateful for the gift of life.
والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.